Hello, everybody, and welcome to this episode of Just Doing What We Do. Join me, Michael, and my guy,
Anthony, as we catch up with each other on our lives, talk about things we've been listening to, watching, or playing.
And if you want to catch up with us, give us ideas, or just chill with us, like this video, subscribe, please.
And be sure to leave a comment or join us in the chat. And with that,
what are you drinking today, sir? Damn it.
Oh, fine. I'll say you one. I'm drinking dragon fruit.
Good old dragon fruit.
Yes, I know I gave a bunch of hate to Walmart in the last proper podcast, but they're the only ones that carry it, and so it's the only money I'll give them. It is a necessary evil. Two conflicting worldviews. My love for Mountain Dew and my hate for Walmart, but you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Me not giving Walmart my money is not going to change anything.
That is 1,000% true.
I am a drop in the bucket. Me giving up Mountain Dew would impact me greatly.
He would get so many headaches. This man would feel all the withdrawal.
It would be, yeah. That's about the only thing I drink, which is probably not good for me.
No, eventually the diabetes will get you, but hey. Until then.
We'll talk about that later. What are you drinking?
I am currently drinking some Code Red. Some Code Red that you saw me buying the other day.
I did see that.
As I stocked up.
Yeah, I have not left my apartment since Friday night. Not apartment, my house, duplex, my place since Friday night.
I left this evening after I just was like, I just need to get out. And so I finished up some Christmas shopping. So, but yeah. And point is, I had I'm just rocking the Code Red. And then I've got some Cherry Pepsi for later, as well as another Code Red. And then the always important water.
Some more cans of Mountain Dew. I do have a Gatorade nearby.
Look at you being healthy-ish.
Right.
Heck, I'll ask anyone. What's been on your phone for like the past, say, 3 weeks?
3 weeks. A lot of Twitch.
Who you been watching on Twitch? Talk to me. Details.
I mean, I've got my usual views. Whenever Austin's streaming, I'll watch him. He's usually in the middle of the day, so while I'm at work. And then there's a few. I was watching before this. I was watching a streamer named Sethis. He's great fun. He's got a fun community. Yeah, there's a few. He was playing XCOM. What else is? I mean, what was I watching earlier? I'm not gonna remember what it was because I was gonna mention it. I saw someone playing something. I know that's super descriptive and very detailed.
You don't remember who the streamer was?
It was one of them.
One of them.
I know. It's like 3 weeks. It's a lot to remember. Here, I'll go through. Let's see.
Now, I will say, I have a bad habit of not sending you these rundowns But this is
until
but
2 minutes before we go live.
but the weeks when I do send the rundowns, like on Monday night, you don't touch it until Sunday night most of the time.
That's fair.
But this is the point of the rundown sheets.
Someone was playing Stardew. That's still a thing. I mean, that'll always be a thing. One I was watching, she's doing a charity stream. She's currently playing Spirit Tracks.
Like Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks?
Legend of Zelda Spirit Tracks.
Wow.
She plays retro games. She's a retro
fair enough.
gamer.
Okay.
So it's like Mario 64, and I think when I discovered her, she was playing Banjo-Tooie. It was either Kazooie or Tooie. It was one of the two.
I'm about to blow your mind, sir. Did you know that those aren't retro games anymore, sir? Those are classics. Because you know what is now technically retro? Xbox is retro. GameCube is retro.
So what you're saying is we're old.
That is precisely what I'm saying, good sir. We're very old. We're ancient. We are basically the Nephilim.
All right. I've got. Yeah. I've got a great. Now that you've made me feel super old, I've got a great nostalgic moment.
Oh, good.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah.
That hurts. That's painful. That is.
It makes you just disappear straight into dust like Thanos snapped his fingers.
Yeah. But yeah, retro gaming. Let's see. Stardew. Someone was also playing Core Keeper.
Nice.
One of my followers, they stream, or they've been streaming Rocket League.
Nice.
That's a blast from the past.
I mean, it's still relevant.
It is.
It's less relevant to our lives. It's way less relevant to my life. But yeah.
Yeah.
I contemplate streaming it on Wednesday as well, actually, but I chose not to.
I would have to. I would be so rusty.
Brother,
I used to know how to fly. I was probably getting good enough to actually play, but
yeah,
that was like a lot of years ago.
I think I said this probably during the marathon stream. Like, I still play it every once in a while, but like I can't anymore. Yeah. Like, I don't have the mechanical skills that I used to have, and yeah, it's like I only play unranked because it's like I just can't otherwise. But and again, I thought about playing it Wednesday night and streaming it just because it was like, hey, I got it. But then like I've basically spent most of this week just cleaning. But I'll get into that later. Hello?
Yes, no, I'm still here. Sorry. I'm distracted.
You're not paying attention to the stream, man. You have one non-paying job, dude. Come on.
Well, what have you been watching, sir?
Everything. So I have been watching a lot more Twitch. I've mostly been watching Twitch for technically two people. So one is you. Two is because Ludwig has been doing Minecraft hardcore or Minecraft speedrunning for like 2 weeks. It was like a week and a half straight. He did like he was doing like hardcore speedrunning, and like anytime he died, he'd start a new world, and it took him 31 tries over like the course of like 2 weeks.
He's live right now.
Yes, he is. He's still doing Minecraft. So he's been doing speed running Minecraft for like the past like 2-3 weeks, and I have just been watching it because it's funny, frankly. Like he I don't know if there's times when he's throwing for content, or if it's just that he really is sometimes that stupid. Um, but to be fair, he's also like I was talking. I think I talked about it briefly in the pre-show. Like I saw that he was live, and I saw the clip. Like he had a. It was at the end screen, and it said his in-game timer was like at 50 minutes. And last time I had watched him a couple nights ago, he hadn't gotten a sub 1 hour hardcore speed run, or sub 1 hour speed run. So he was working on getting the sub 1 hour speed run. So, like his best was like 1 hour 16. So I've been watching.
What time do you speed run it to? Just the Ender Dragon?
To beating the Ender Dragon. Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So, after watching one of these like top speedrunners educate Ludwig, like I kind of feel like I could maybe try, but like there's some of the things that they do. Like he watched a clip of this. I think it was like Loki is the speedrunner. He watched a clip of him, and the entire clip was this guy basically like tool speedrunning, like building tools, building a nether portal out of, like it was crazy. And like he like it was like a 5 second nether portal build, and like just like like it's awesome, like actually kind of awe-inspiring. So I would recommend you watch some of that kind of stuff at some point, because it's just so cool. um but so I've been watching a lot of that, and then listening to a lot of podcasts. Listen to some Distractable recently. Just because when I was cleaning, I was doing some cleaning. I think it was 2 weeks ago. I was doing some cleaning, and YouTube autoplayed like a best of Mark compilation from Distractable, and by halfway through the video, I couldn't clean. I was done cleaning. I had to pause. I was just like watching and laughing my patukas off. Um, it was just
Nice.
hilarious. In fact, Distractable is a big enough podcast. No one needs to hear it. But if you haven't heard of Distractable, go specifically find that like episode and just listen/watch. And I promise you will just laugh for about 45 minutes straight. It's so good. So I was listening to that. Been listening to Chris Van Vliet as usual, just because I like my wrestling stuff. Then sports stuff, just because it's still football and now it's basketball season too. So like, I've just been consuming sports podcasts, and then I'll watch sports when I'm at home. Because again, it's college basketball season, so there's like games on nearly every day, and if you like the women played this afternoon the same time as the men were wrestling the Cyhawk duel today. And we won for the first time in 20 years. Whoop 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 whoop.
Nice. Speaking of, when is the women's basketball Cyhawk is here in town?
Yeah, so is the men's. It's a home year. I don't know when that game is. I think it should be within the next week or two here, though. Because I believe the men play
December 10th.
Yeah.
So Wednesday. I will not be streaming that night.
Oh, or you have a ticket to the women's game because of your parents?
Yeah.
Nice. That'll be fun.
I'm absolutely going to that game.
Oh, yeah. Nah, yeah. I don't blame you whatsoever.
So, who do we play? Marquette.
Huh? Nice.
No, Indiana. Hold on. Yeah, Indiana.
No, they played him today, and they won.
Marquette was 28th.
Like,
NIU's next.
Audie Crooks is just, like, going bananaramas on everyone. She scored 42 points today in, like, 30-something minutes.
I believe it.
Yep.
I believe it. She gets under that basket, and it's just like, why are you trying?
Yeah.
She's going to put it in there.
Yep.
And if you try and get in her way, she's going to shove you out of the way.
Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Like, she's very strong. It's very cool. Like, I'm because of what I think I told the story on the podcast, but like we went to a baseball game and we specifically went to the We Will baseball game for the Iowa Cubs because they had like a bunch of like players. So Dez has like a little autograph card in his room of like Rocco Becht and Audie Crooks and Taman Lipsey and Addie Brown and Cade Kelderman and Ariana Jackson, I believe, is the sixth. And Audie gave Dez a card, a Topps Chrome card with her autograph on it. So like, if she makes it to the NBA, like I hope, because I think she has the potential. I think her and Caitlin Clark have the potential to be kind of the faces of the NBA for a hot minute. But if that were to happen, that would be very exciting because like that would be like, hey buddy, like it's already in protective sleeves and all that kind of good stuff. Like it's safe because if anything happens, that thing's actually worth money.
Yeah.
So like,
that's a cool collectible to have though.
Yeah, like I'm super. Yeah, like make no mistake, like it's one of those things where like I'm very happy for him, but it's his collectible, and I'm just basically being like, hey, I'm just gonna give you the wise advice of keep this safe. Yeah. And then like pre-show I was listening to more Kiefer Green because just I enjoy his remixes are so good. Like every time I listen to one of his mashups, I'm just like bopping and just like, oh, like you can't help but dance and feel the flow move through your body because it's just that good.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot. But yeah, so that's pretty much everything that's been on my phone. Oh, well, pro wrestling, because last night was Survivor Series. So John Cena's last premium live event / pay-per-view ever, because his last match is on Peacock technically. So
is he actually going to stay retired this time?
I actually 100% believe him. And no, this is not this time. He has never retired before.
Oh, he didn't retire the first time?
No, he's never retired ever.
No.
He's always been an active. He's either been busy with acting because he became a Hollywood actor, like a wanted Hollywood actor for a very long time, and he still is. Or he's just been busy with that. He never retired from wrestling, but like he's now old enough that he's like, hey, like I'm gonna retire. And despite the one time where he was put into a very uncomfortably difficult situation because of geopolitical situations, he has generally been a pretty stand-up guy because, like, there's a reason the man holds like the world record for the most Make-A-Wish like stuff. Like he has fulfilled the most Make-A-Wish things. He is constantly giving of his time. Like I have every reason to believe that John Cena is going to retire and stay the heck retired, unlike Ric Flair, for example.
Fair enough. I still don't like him.
That's fair. You don't have to like him. I do like him because he was like I was I started watching wrestling in the early probably technically in like 99. And then I kind of 99 to like 2001 took a couple years off, then basically 2003 to 2007, and then stopped watching from like 2007 for a long time, and then got back into it right around getting separated and stuff. But like John Cena's come up was right when I was kind of watching a lot as a kid, and I only got to watch SmackDown, and he was like the face of SmackDown when I was a kid. So like I will mark out for John Cena. Like I'm actually kind of a little sad that I never got to see him perform live.
Mm-hmm. Fair enough. Fair enough.
Unless someone out there on the internet wants to do me an absolutely massive solid favor and get me a ticket and plane flight and everything to Washington, D.C. on December 13th so I can watch my favorite man, John Cena, perform in his final match live. If someone out there on the internet wants to pay for that and give it to me, I will shill for you forever. But assuming that's not going to happen, you know, it is what it is.
It is what it is.
So what have you been playing this for the past few weeks?
I have been on a core keeper obsession. And then while I was traveling, I got back into Final Fantasy VIII.
I think I saw Steam was trying to tell me that you were... I was looking at Steam sales stuff, and I think it said you had played it recently or something.
I was playing it on the Switch.
Maybe that's why. I was... Yeah, anyway. I just remember seeing someone... I just remember seeing on something, it was like, playing FF8, and I was like, okay, yeah, that tracks.
Yeah, I started replaying that, and that was memories.
Nice.
Been a long time since I played that. So yeah, when I'm out and about and I have the Switch, I'll play Final Fantasy VIII, and then yeah, at home it's been a lot of core keeper. I think that's pretty much what I've been playing predominantly. Yeah, it's my current obsession.
Nice.
I'll probably hop back into 7 Days at some point, and I've been thinking about getting back into Stardew and starting a new save on Stardew, but a lot of core keeper. That's been the... And then played through all of the Amanda the Adventurer games in a long cast that everyone should watch.
Yeah, the VOD is available on Twitch and YouTube, so they can watch it wherever, friends.
It was what, 11 hours?
11 hours after all was said and done, yes, sir. 11 hours and like 3 minutes, I think, is what technically it was.
Something like that, yeah. But yeah. I've been playing like one game mostly. Because I usually, it's the ADHD. I get focused on one game.
Lucky you. Lucky you.
And there's a lot in Core. There's a lot in Core Keeper. It is hitting all the right spots for... I mean, it's kind of like... I know Austin describes it as like top-down Terraria, which I haven't played Terraria, so I don't know.
Yep.
but
I remember
I
that
feel
last
like,
time. Yeah.
yeah, it's, I would say it's almost, or for me, it's a lot like a mix between Stardew and Valheim
Hmm.
in progression, which both of those are probably true. So, yeah,
So,
it's hitting all the right spots.
based off what I've seen of the game, right? Is it I would is it Valheim and the progression and Stardew and the kind of I would guess the survival craft mechanics.
Yeah, the aesthetic is very Stardew. The progression is very Valheim. The crafting is kind of Valheim. Uh, yeah,
Okay, cool. Sorry, had a botteroo on Twitcheroo, so he got bandaroo.
oof. I've
Yeah,
got a bot for that, for those bots.
nice. Right now, that's just all I do. So it's easy to do it manually right now. So like whatever.
That's fair. But yeah, so yeah, it's very much survival craft. A little bit of Minecraft in there, I think, also in terms of a lot of the mining aspect of it, because
Gotcha.
you're underground and it's basically Minecraft without the kind of.
Kind of.
I mean, there are open spaces, but you're mining.
Fair.
Mining is a big thing.
I mean, to be fair, it sounds like a game that's right up your alley. Like,
Oh yeah.
I don't. I go through my survival craft phases, but like,
I know you're not a big survival craft guy.
yeah, like I had like the only survival craft games I own, only. Um, do 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 do. 7 Days to Die, Raft, Terraria, and Minecraft. And like I don't even have those games installed except for Minecraft right now, which tells you everything about how little I play
Days,
those games.
Minecraft, Core Keeper.
Oh, I guess I do have Ark on
I
Epic
do own
Games.
Ark. I haven't played Ark.
Yeah, I've never. Yeah, same.
I own Subsistence. I haven't played Subsistence. Valheim, Space Engineers. I need to get Raft at some point. Raft's on the list.
I could have sworn you own Raft.
I don't think I
We
do.
we've played Raft before.
No, we haven't. I've never played Raft. You're thinking of someone else.
Oh, you're right. I can't put. Listen, if you were to buy Raft, I would install it and we would play that together because that's the only game that I would like. It's a game that's like I don't know why it's like the one survival craft game. It's like I want to beat this for the lore because there's actually like a story to like
Lore.
the stuff. Like you can go like it isn't just building a boat. It's building a boat and going to these islands that tell you things and like I'd be all for that. So if you buy Raft, that would be
Good to
something
know.
that would be like an easy sell. I wish it was on sale so I could sell it to you right now, but it's not on sale. So
I mean, it's only $20. Similar to games you've played, Core Keepers and Valheim.
yeah, it's like
No, really.
I'm shocked you don't own this game legitimately.
It's been on my list for a while.
If you can get that if you buy that and get it installed, we'll switch over to that.
Oh, that's the other one I want to play. Oh, and it's even on sale. Grounded. Grounded's on my
Oh,
list
I've
too.
heard of Grant. Yeah, I've because that's like yeah, you're teeny tiny people on yeah.
It's all right. So small tangent. It's my gaming preferences have evolved, and this is, I mean, this speaks to, don't knock it until you try it. because I remember in high school, uh, one of my best friends, um, actually the my first best friend that I had known since elementary school that I lived next door to, he was the one who got me into gaming and got me into JRPGs.
Okay.
He was playing Kingdom Hearts, and we'd kind of drifted apart a little bit as we grew up. And he was telling me about this, and he was telling me it's Final Fantasy with Disney characters, and I was like, that's the stupidest thing I've ever heard of. I despise that entire concept. And then I play Kingdom Hearts, and
Well, the rest is
that
history.
I
20
I actually
years later.
own the Japanese copies of Final Mix of 1 and 2, I think.
And I saw that you bought. That's why I remember seeing Final Fantasy VIII on the Switch, because you bought Malady of Matt. Or
Well, oh yeah, I've been playing that too, off and on. Um, so yeah, I became a huge Kingdom Hearts person. Uh, and then the other one was I remember when Minecraft was coming out, and I was like, the concept of an open world sandbox. I was like, I don't know if I can do that. I mean, I need structure. I was, again, coming from a JRPG mindset where everything it's linear. You are pretty much you have your like side quests,
yep,
but they're you branch off the main branch, do your side quest, come back to the main branch and continue, and it's very linear as opposed to an open world sandbox where it's like just go do whatever. And now, I mean, survival craft is those are my two go tos.
yeah, it's true.
I'm all about the survival craft.
It's
You
true.
find me a good survival craft, let's play.
Well, yep,
So I just need to get Raft and get you to play.
yep.
Have they released Grounded 2 yet, or is it still in pre-release?
Hello,
Phase.
Francesco T. Welcome from Argentina. Thanks for coming to hang out with us tonight. We're just,
Ooh.
yeah, thanks for hanging out. We hope you're doing well, staying safe, happy, and healthy. We are just talking about survival craft games and Raft specifically, and Grounded. And what do you know about Grounded 2, sir? Since I see you're looking it
Me?
up. Yes. I guess to be fair, I didn't.
I mean, I just know it's a Honey I Shrunk the Kids take on survival
Survival craft.
crafting.
Fair enough. Yeah, I will say that is one because of I loved that movie as a kid. I That's one of those games that I'm kind of interested in, in a weird way. You're awesome. Good. 42 years old. Good. Well, thanks for hanging out with us. We're catching up to you. We've got a few years to go, but we're catching up. I mean, we were talking about earlier. We were how cla- classic. If I could talk to save my life, we were talking about how earlier games consoles that we grew up with are now considered retro, which I can only imagine is even more so because you probably were around for like say the Intellivision, Coleco, the Atari, like
The television.
ah, all the most like. So here's the question. I'm gonna ask this now. Exactly. Yep. We were talking about the Xbox originals already retro. That is exactly what we were talking about, and how that makes us feel like we're turning into dust. um, but yeah. Um, I've lost my notes because I'm too busy deciding if I want to install Raft while we're streaming or not. It just depends if someone bought it realistically. I'm gonna take the silence as a no, so that's fine. That's good because we've got Unrailed for the post show. He's looking. I'm nervous right now because he's quiet and he's looking to the side. What are you doing, sir?
Spending money I shouldn't.
Okay, cool. So what is the considerations to call retro in this case? Ooh, ooh. That's a good question.
How big of a download was that?
It's only 6
I should
gigs.
check. Oh, that's not too bad.
What's the considerations to call retro? I mean, I think technically it's like 20-ish years old is the technical consideration for retro. Is what I remember reading. Now, everyone has, I think that's kind of relative, to be honest. Like making retro subjective is kind of or making it objective is feels like a weird thing. Maybe hardware engines. Ooh. I mean, well, yeah, I think retro I would keep it to like hardware engines there's ways you could circumvent that technically. Well, many systems have different framework of evolution. That is true. That is true. Admittedly you're probably getting above my knowledge a little bit, but like it's hard to disagree. Um, but so we're kind of in. It's all good. I, what, you speak Spanish as your primary language? You're from Argentina. I never would have guessed. Like, it's all right. Don't worry that English isn't that you're if your English isn't good. Sometimes my English sucks too, and it's my first language. Um,
I've heard it's one of the hardest languages to learn as a second language.
it doesn't surprise me given how we
And
freaking conjugate things. I mean, you only have to look at how many different spellings of two.
as someone who has spoken English for 36 years, there are many things in the English language that don't make any sense whatsoever. They
So
just are.
they just exist, and
It's it's a dumpster fire of a language.
but we speak it and it's ours. Yay! um, but so for the past few weeks I have been playing. I kind of touched on it earlier. I've been watching Ludwig play Minecraft hardcore, so that got me into my own running of Minecraft hardcore. Um, so I've still like I only did it once because I was doing it while he was live, and I still haven't died. So hey, cool. And like
There you go.
I've got diamond. I've gone to the Nether once to only like go in to see where I'm at, and then come out and be like, I need food. So that's where I'm at in Minecraft. Is I'm about to go back, and apparently from watching all of this Minecraft. Thank you so very much for the follow, Francesco. I super appreciate it. Um, just so you know, Francesco, this is a thing we do live every Sunday, 7:30 hour time. I don't know where you are at in Argentina as opposed to Mexico City. I know Mexico City is technically in the same time zone as us, so
I think we're -6 GMT.
I'm gonna leave it to my friend who is in the formerly in the military to know more of that than me. 23:20 there, so that's 11:20. So you're about 3 hours ahead of us. Okay, so 10:30 your time is when we're normally live. If I've got my hours correct, that sounds right. Gotta press the right button to transition. And then while I got you here, I would like to pimp my buddy over here as I point the correct way. You'll see down below his face, he has a little @ symbol. That is at Sir Splashly. You can find him here on Twitch as well. You can give him a follow. So if you want to, of course, he does a lot of variety streaming as well. In fact, yesterday he just got done streaming Core Keeper, if I remember correctly.
Yes. Yeah, we're -6 GMT.
Okay. Yeah. So, yeah,
which is
the official time.
the official one.
So again, thank you very much for the follow. But yeah, so I've been playing a lot of Minecraft. I shouldn't say a lot. I played Minecraft Hardcore that one time, and then I've been afraid. I've just been afraid to go back because I'm just like, eventually I need to do it because like I'm in a Minecraft phase a little bit, but
Yeah.
outside of that, I've been playing a little bit of my Metal Gear Solid Delta on my PS5. Like last week, work was kind of sporadic, so there was a couple days where I got like everything done, and as a result, I got to like plug my little backbone into my phone and then stream from my PS5 to my phone, and it was awesome. So I was playing Metal Gear Solid Delta on that. What is interesting in the new age of AI, so more than an evolution in hardware / software consoles, the new AI paradigm will create a new age, I guess, for consoles. Yeah, no, absolutely. I'll say, I saw on Twitter. Yeah, it was Twitter yesterday. Like someone like recreated like a SpongeBob video game using like 3 separate AI tools. And I just kind of went, oh, interesting. Now, I will say, since we're going there, I don't like what it will do. I have concerns, rather, is a better way to word it, of what it will do for the video game industry, because you're already seeing cuts from these private equity owned companies to move towards more AI development, which is questionable. AI is a tool. AI is a tool. AI is a tool. And the best developers will use AI as a tool and then work with it, whether it's correcting it or whether it's having it do something on the side that it can't. Yes, a very powerful tool. I 1,000% agree with that. 1,000%. Outside of that, yeah, Metal Gear Solid Delta, College Football 25, because I don't own, well, I technically own 26, but psst, don't tell anyone it's a Christmas gift for my kid. Then I played and beat Dispatch, which, whoo, Dispatch.
I should play that for myself.
Do you like like visual novel kind of style games, or like where like story, like kind of choices matter a little bit?
Yeah.
Then I think you'll like Dispatch. Like it's
I did Seth has started it. I think it was him. Started playing it, right? And he was playing through the first episode or two, and it's, I mean, the storytelling is great.
it's
And I
it's
should just
it's hilariously written. It is a wee bit on the randy side. But
I don't know if I can handle that.
I don't know. Those adult themes, man, they might be a bit much for your innocent ears and eyes.
Yeah.
But no, I loved the game. Which, fun fact on you, watching like different YouTubers, like, so in case you didn't know, Jacksepticeye's in the game, Moist Critical's in the game, but like each of them like played through it on their channels. Jack didn't turn off nudity, and it's fine on YouTube. And Moist Critical turned off he turned off nudity. So it's really funny. It's just like, are you both making money? Which one's making money? Because like, like one of the characters in the opening like goes full Dr. Manhattan.
I did see there was a scene, and while he was playing it, there is some things.
Dongaroo?
No, I didn't see that one. It was
it Invisigal?
Yeah, it was Invisigal.
Okay, yeah, that scene, yeah.
Which uncensored on Twitch, so, and I don't know what.
Yeah, right. So it's worth noting. It is, because I am streaming on my Facebook as well. Like, it is not strictly a family friendly game, but the writing is really really clever. Like it is perfect. It is well written in so much that because this happens, this person reacts this way, and because this person reacts this way, this happens this way. Like it's actually like good storytelling, and it doesn't feel forced either. Like it feels natural. And one of the things that I thought of when playing it was like there's it's M-rated for a reason, right? We've already talked about the nudity, but there's lots of swearing. Oh no. But like the swearing for me feels natural because these are primarily ex supervillains. So
Yeah.
who else would swear? Ex supervillains. It just makes sense story wise. It's not forced, which I appreciate that. Again, some of the characters in the game kind of need to be bonked with a stick a couple times, but like it's a great. I really loved the game so much.
Yeah, it's on my list.
Ooh, Francesco, you're hitting something I like. I would love a Batman game more like a graphic novel, a more detective Batman, similar to Patterson concept. Yes. A very rich story with a balanced fight violence, but a more deep and with different endings. Boy, it sounds like you're doing a mix of like the best game ever, Arkham City, mixed with a little bit of like one of the Telltale Batman games. I'd kind of be for it. Um, it's in my closet. I won't get it out, but I have a history. I have a personal history with Batman. So I love all things Batman. I would honestly, I would if someone wanted to just almost take like the Frank Miller graphic novel style and make like a more detective Batman Telltale style game in that style, I would. Whoo, that would be great. Um, so I would love to see that. But yes, exactly. Yep, right there, 1,000,000,000,000,000,000,000,000%. Um, excuse me. So outside of that, yeah, once again, Dispatch. I cannot say enough about Dispatch. Um, Bruce Wayne can have a different impact, a more deep one. It would be interesting to see a more. Hear me out. You take the stealth action combat of the Arkham City games, and then you mix where you have that where he's out as Batman. That's your combat, and then your story-driven decisions matter could be based more as Bruce Wayne and his philanthropic efforts and the stuff, the decisions he's making around the city. How will that impact his how will that impact like stuff? Honestly, something like that. Hey, ad hoc games. Here's the idea: take a little bit of the Dispatch. Ad hoc games. Just take what we're talking about and just make it. There you go. And just give us the money afterwards. Cool. Deal. We have a verbal agreement. Cool. Outside of that, for Thanksgiving, I played Marvel 2 or Marvel Spider-Man 2 on PC because it slipped underneath my radar that they released it on PC. Like the last my ADHD brain had known, it was a console exclusive, baby. And then I'm looking at the Steam sale and I go, well, son of a biscuit. So I bought it because every year since 2018, Thanksgiving weekend / day, I play Spider-Man. It's either been Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man, Marvel Spider-Man Miles Morales, or Marvel Spider-Man 2. And that continued this year because I love Spider-Man and I love open world games. And when I can web swing around New York City without the real life fear of going splitty splat on the pavement, it's good.
Yeah.
Well, I'm glad you liked it too, as well, Francesco. And then I've been playing some Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. teeny tiny bit because I was like, well, I restarted it is the best way to put it because I was like, it's been like 6 months or something since I last started, and I'm like on chapter 3 or 4, and I don't remember anything outside of what you told me.
It's a
Um,
pirate game.
so I disagree. I like it so far. I like modernization of
As a
games.
standalone, it's fine. As a Final Fantasy VII remake, it is absolute trash.
I'm just going to enjoy it. I've heard. Okay, so thank you, Francesco. I've heard Ghost of Tsushima is an incredible open world game, long as my painful life, though. I've heard this about Ghost of Tsushima, and as someone, and I've also heard it's mildly Souls-like. And as someone who enjoys Souls-like games but gets burnt out very, very easily from them, I have avoided it for now. Also because, well, other reasons as well. I actually Ghost of Tsushima. Never mind. I'm mixing up stuff. Don't worry about it. But Ghost of Tsushima has been one of those games that eventually I suspect I'll buy on my PC. But yeah, we'll see. What really helps is if I find if something will run on my ROG Ally, because if it can run on that, if it runs on that, then I have a higher chance of buying it just because then I can take it with me to go because I always have an external battery on me. So, in fact, I just bought another one on Black Friday.
Nice.
What specs? I have the original ROG Ally. If we're talking about my PC here that we're running this off of, it's a Ryzen. I'm on my PC. Why am I trying to remember it off the top of my head? These are important questions. My rig. A Ryzen 7 5700X3D, 32 gigs of RAM. Yeah, no 32 gigs for someone, and then I have a 3060 because I'm just I'm a bog standard boy. I can't afford the 90 series of any card, and frankly the only reason I have an Nvidia card is because I do stuff like this. In a perfect world, by the way, AMD, hi, if you want to give me money or a rig or Linus Tech Tips, hey, rig, I'll take an extra rig. I would love to turn this into just a streaming rig, and then I've told you this before, but while we're at it, I'd love to build like just an AMD only rig to just do Linux gaming. Ryzen 5 7600 16 gigs with a 67 XT 12. Nice. I bet Ghost does run like a charm. Yeah, my 3060 is a 16 gigabyte OC version. It's an MSI card. So I love my card. It runs great. It's just I'm reminded of watching Ludwig playing Minecraft, and every time he would press F3, you see like the graphics card info, and it's like 5090, and I'm just like, but then again, he gets to write that off as a business expense. So, but yeah, I'm sure that does the work. And quite frankly, I wish, like your setup. If I had your setup, Francesco, I would absolutely be running all Linux. Just because most of the stuff I have would run smooth, and yeah, and anything that I didn't, I could dual boot. Dual booting doesn't scare me. I have dual booted many a times thanks to my Mac background. But yeah, so that covers the games we've been playing this week. What you have any life updates, good sir? Since it's been like again like 3 weeks since we really talked about our lives here.
Oh, that is okay. So I do have a life. Well, it's technically not an update yet. It's a potential update.
I'm
Um,
intrigued.
but that's all I can say for now because I don't want. It's
How
it's
dare
job
you?
related.
Job related. Okay, never mind. Job related. You're allowed to stay quiet.
Um, Potential update because nothing is decided or nothing's it's in process.
It's a process.
Um,
Gotcha.
Other than that, I mean, Thanksgiving was good. Saw some family. Um, Had to hang out with them quite a bit, which was good. Um, and I mean, family that I don't see very often. Although I'm not opposed to going and seeing them in January or February because a vacation to Florida in the middle of winter sounds really nice.
That does sound really nice right about now.
Um, Especially because there's snow outside and I hate snow. Um,
Yep.
Other than that, slowly working on the Twitch. Um, I got some channel point redemptions. I was gonna say this is one of the, so I drink a lot of Mountain Dew. So in, a lot of streamers have, you can redeem points and there's like, posture check. And one of them is, the big one is the hydrate one, make sure they're drinking water. So I drink my Mountain Dew, and if you redeem the hydrate, I'll take a swig of this because I'm a good
Because
boy.
you're a good boy. Such a good
Um,
boy.
but yeah, other than that, yeah, trying to think, not much else. Just the usual work, life. I mean, Thanksgiving was the big one, um, and that was good. And Twitch is slowly becoming a thing, and holidays are coming up, so that's always much fun.
Yep.
And at some point, I'll get a recording booth made in my basement and get that built, and maybe record some music.
Nice.
So I won't. Well, I'll do the recording. I won't do the
I was
performing.
about to say, you're not going to be making of the music. You're just.
There is, because I am. Fun fact: I was in choir for like a semester in college. Partially because I got pressured into it, and partially because I got pressured into it by some classmates. Partially because the choir teacher was one of the teachers of, or was taught one of the classes I had to take for my degree, and partially because there was a scholarship that if you took choir, they paid for it. So I took it for free. Yeah, I know your musical theater geek is dying inside. So
Listen,
I am capable of singing. So we'll see. I but more than likely I will not perform any of the songs.
well, that's good. I'm still wrapping my head. Okay.
Right.
I all right. I can't. Cool.
Yeah.
Yep. I can't. All
That
right.
was a, so yeah. Other than that, I mean, life is life. Not anything big happening this time of year.
Fair enough.
Especially now, no big moves are going to be made because I don't do a whole lot in the winter.
Well, so
It's
you and I need to decide whether Des and I visit Friday or Saturday. And you know very well what I'm talking about. At least you should. She is your
They
mother.
should. Oh,
And it's that time of
that's
year.
right. That's next weekend.
Yes.
I
So
almost forgot about it. I
because
will
I have
probably
him
be
next week.
there.
So because
I
I
will
have him next
probably be
weekend, so I'm
there
gonna drag him along. So like I'm
as you
only bringing him
should.
along the one night that you're gonna be there.
I will probably be. I don't remember what else I'm doing that weekend. I think I'll be there both. Well, I will let you know. There are some outside factors that I also won't say on air as
Fair
to which
enough.
night I will be there. Um,
Some personal agendas, perchance.
uh, that's one way to put it. Yeah,
Okay.
that's not a far off description.
Okay.
Um, so
Understood.
I will let you know. Um,
Outside factors like an alien abduction.
one can only hope.
If you if you meet them, let them know to come say hi.
I will be joining the mothership.
Now I'm thinking of Independence Day.
Come sail away, come sail away.
Come sail away with me. I'm actually this doesn't well technically it's on my phone, but I've been slowly reading through the C.S. Lewis space trilogy.
Oh yeah, I have not read it, but I have heard of it,
They're quite
and
good.
it's been on my list to read for a while.
And apparently, I have been told this by so many people. They're like, by the time you're done reading the third, book, you'll be convinced that science is contacting demons. I'm like, oh, okay.
That sounds like a C.S. Lewis thing to do.
I-
Science is evil.
to be fair, he wasn't a science is evil guy. He's just I don't know. I like C.S. Lewis. I think a lot of his writing is very clever.
I mean, I did enjoy Lion, Witch, and the Wardrobe, the whole Narnia series.
Also, the man. Okay, hold on. I need to look at because sorry, the man toy. What? Okay, so I'm gonna quote Twitch. Maybe you'll know the reference. Sorry, the mantoids are coming back.
Oh, I should know that. It's been a minute.
Is that Mars Attacks? What? Or oh, okay. Uh, maybe that's because I'm Bing searching. Let's Google it instead. Yeah, it's. I know it was a joke. It just felt like it was a quote, but maybe I'm just. I I'm wrong. It happens. I don't like to admit it, but it happens. I don't think either of us are finding anything, so that tells us everything. um, but yeah, outside of that, so your life updates, my life updates, God, a lot and yet also not a lot. It feels like I don't. To be honest, 3 weeks is a lot of time, a lot of things for me to try to think about.
Yeah.
I guess the big thing is that at my where I make my actual money at work, I have learned that I will be going to the International Pizza Expo next year, which means I finally get to go to Vegas.
Nice.
I also
I've been once.
I get to fly. I get to have a hotel room paid for. I don't know about food or drink yet, so I'm a little concerned there.
I had to pay for everything except for the flight and the tickets to the convention.
Yeah, it's like I think if the only thing I gotta pay for is food and drink, I'll probably be okay, because it's only for like 3 days, but like it's also Vegas, and Vegas is notoriously expensive, so
Uh,
I'm a little concerned too.
there's also a lot of casinos there, so
Well, I don't like. Here's the dealio. The only thing I have danger of at a casino is blackjack and Texas Hold'em. The only
that's
two
fair.
things, because I will not. I will not. Okay, that's a lie. I will touch a slot machine once, just to say I've pulled the handle. You know what I mean? Like I'll
Yeah.
do that once. Um, see here, we'll be in March. That's late March. Ooh, maybe if I am super convinced that our men's or women's team will win a game, maybe I place a teeny tiny sports wager. But outside of that, the only danger for me is the blackjack and Texas Hold'em table. And even then, I am I'm not going to touch those, because blackjack, I don't think like normal people. I just go, I'm actually going to try to math this out in my head. And I promise you, no one wants me to do that at a blackjack table. So I think I'll stick to Texas Hold'em if I even do that at all. So
That's fair. I will say all the money I spent in Vegas was not at a casino.
yeah, that doesn't surprise me. That's no, thank you.
No, it wasn't even. Well, it was hookah. Is actually
Oh,
what it was.
okay,
There
okay.
was a, there was. I found a hoot the first night we were there. Actually, no, the second night. I found a hookah bar and like owned by a Turkish guy.
Right, you were telling me about this.
And because like the first night we were there, I don't remember what we did, but we weren't there for very long. Or I got there late, so I didn't really do a whole lot. And the next night, I was like, hey, I'm gonna go. I found one within walking distance of the hotel I was at. And I was like, I'm gonna go. If anyone wants to go with me and try this. So a bunch of people went with me. They all tried it. And I was like, I'm completely okay with this. So every night, towards the end of the night, I would close out my night by going there. And yeah, I spent a lot. By the end, he knew who I was. So I'd
Of
walk
course.
up and he'd be like, hey!
Mr. Ashley, it's nice to see you again.
And I probably spent like $400 at that hookah bar in the span of 4 days.
Nice.
So, yeah. But yeah, no. Vegas is fun.
I'm looking forward to going at least once. Yeah, like again, I have, I don't know what I would, like legitimately, like Vegas is the only thing I can see myself doing at Vegas is making sure I hit up a dispensary. Um, like that will happen. Like I'm not gonna lie about that one.
Yeah.
um, but it's like it's gonna be that, and like I know my boss and the GM, they went out drinking last time. I'll do that one night, but like also like I don't really want to buy Vegas drinks that much, because like I don't. That's true. There are good shows there as well, but I don't know what really like Vegas has available for affordable shows, because it's not like I have the money to go see something at the Sphere. Um, which legitimately, because I'm a tech head, the Sphere is like the one thing that I would love to go see. But like it's also like, again, there's no way in hell I can afford to see anything at the Sphere. Um,
Yeah.
if and I don't know, there if I does Blue Man Group still do stuff there? Oh my goodness. My oh, Aaron, I of course, Facebook chat doesn't show up in this. That's lame. Uh, so Aaron, my ex-cousin-in-law, ex-brother-in-law, says Red Dead 2 is the best game ever. He gave an eggplant emoji. Dongaroos in the chat. Nothing like a good old dongaroo.
I mean, if you want that, oh, what was that game? There was a game that I watched someone play that um there were some visuals in that game that were unexpected.
Love to go see, but like, whoa.
There were
What were you? I'm sorry, I got distracted by myself briefly.
um there was a game that I watched someone play that, speaking of weird visuals, had quite an unexpected visual. I don't remember what the game was now.
Fair enough.
I can totally find it though.
Well, now I feel bad because I had people on Facebook that I did. Dang it!
Womp womp.
What's the dealio? Oh. 1 second. Sorry, I missed your text. Oops. Boop. All right. Message sent. Cool. So now oh, phooey. All right. Anyway. I'm distracted. What were we talking about? Life updates. Yeah. So that's most of my, like, a Pizza Expo. I get to go to that in March, so I'm super excited about that. ADHD. Oh, brother, ADHD to the nth degree. Need I remind you how many games I am currently playing? And I didn't even talk about the fact that I still play Megabonk. I have Megabonk. There's Rocket League. Yeah, my Steam library. Yeah, I've got it. Listen, I have been diagnosed with it. I just I lived so long with it being undiagnosed that at this point I have just built up the coping mechanisms. By and large, not perfectly. I'm still figuring some of them out. But also I rely a lot on caffeine for that too, just because I have ADHD. I I turn caffeine into either sleep or focus. So I take a it's who needs to go to Vegas to gamble, and I do that every time I drink a pop. Or a soda, depending on what you want to say. So yeah, trying to think. Life updates. Pizza Expo. Thanksgiving, super quiet Thanksgiving. And as we touched on earlier, with all the snow this weekend, like, I spent the entire day yesterday inside, but then today I got to use a snowblower for the first time ever.
Nice.
And my God, I love technology.
I need to get a snowblower.
Now, I don't own the snowblower. The snowblower is my dad's. But I tell you, when my dad lives a block or two away, it's so nice. I just can't believe it's been this long since I used to ever. I'm so happy. Moving snow didn't suck.
Right.
Like,
yeah, Dad lives and swears by just a regular old shovel.
I
If
listen.
I had my way, I'd do my snow removal with a flamethrower, but that's just me.
My dream house, my dream house. I think we've talked about this before. My dream house is I have like the heating underneath the driveway.
Mm-hmm.
So as
Yeah.
soon as you see like, oh, it's gonna be cold, boop. But outside of that, yeah, I'm with you. A flamethrower would be a great method of snow removal. But second to that, I'll take a snowblower. And listen, when I was growing up, my dad swore by the shovel. But as soon as I moved out of the house, do you know what that jerk did? That wonderful, loving jerk did? He bought a snowblower. And you know how many times I have shoveled snow when I could have been using that thing? I feel better. But,
Yeah.
yeah. Sorry, I'm also realizing I forgot to message my madre. Although I swore we talked about this on the phone. I was out Christmas shopping, and as soon as I get like this text, my mom calls me like immediately after, and I'm like, I didn't even get time to respond. So I'm realizing
I love it when people do it.
I'm probably now just responding to that, even though we talked about it on the phone. Oops. Oh well. Um. So yeah, that's most of my life updates. I'm trying to think if there's. I mean, yeah, I did a lot of Christmas shopping this weekend, just slash week, just because Black Friday. Like some of it's good, some of it isn't. But like I actually got some deals out of it for. I got Legos for myself for Christmas. I got Legos for my kid. I got so I'm so excited. I refuse to open it. It is I think it's actually going to be I think I might make a video out of it. But I got the um Vincent Van Gogh oh my gosh, why am I blanking on it now? Starry Night. I got the Lego Starry Night.
Ooh, nice.
Yeah, cuz it was on sale. So that's my Christmas gift to myself that I will have fun putting together. So
Nice.
and then I cleaned, like legitimately part of my cleaning was like I need to find a spot for this for when I get done making it, because that will happen. It's like I'll
Yeah.
get done making it. It's like, oh, I have to have a spot for it. Now at least it comes with the hook, but at the same time,
Yeah.
so like now I have a few different spots for it. So yeah. Uh, and then you can kind of tell in your view, and now that I've got my face, you can kind of see the table in the corner. I decided to finally kind of horseshoe this part of my desk or part of my office. So now I've got piano, like battle station of computers, and then like a little. Just using that plastic table, which I think I'm just gonna use as like a good like work area for like. I might actually finally start using my soldering station and learning that stuff. Lucky in Argentina, it's still hard and expensive to buy tech. It's better with our new political path, but still a pain in the ass. Yeah, that tracks what I've heard about that part of the world. A, a small space. Awesome plan. Thank you. Yeah. So like so now I've got like this kind of like workspace. So now I'm kind of excited for that small spaceship. Yep. Um. Good thing I figured out what you meant. I figured that you weren't saying it was a space shit. I figured it was a spaceship. So I'm just quoting the typo. I wasn't swearing. I swear, officer. Um. So I think I'm mostly.
Yeah.
What were you saying?
Oh, I'm at some point I'm gonna do the same.
I've been seeing on Facebook Marketplace that you've got some board games you're getting rid of.
I do. I mean, if you're interested.
I'll be honest, probably not, because you and I both know that I enjoy a board game, but they are tertiary.
Yeah.
I still have yet to play not exploring my is exploring Mars? No, terraforming Mars.
Oh
I
yeah.
bought that 4 years ago. I have yet to play that thing. Like I have board games that I bought specifically to play solo in treatment, and that never happened. Dude, I know. You don't have to tell me that, Francesco. I have first world problems up the wazoo. Do I really think it's possible to I have no idea on honestly. I just the terraform Mars, I don't know if it is or not. That is way above my pay grade. But the board game itself, yeah.
I think
Plus
it's possible.
the only way I know to terraform Mars would I believe the preferred method I heard was you basically detonate a nuke like a few kilometers above the surface, and then it should in theory change like the magnetosphere, I believe, to allow it to create the atmosphere. But the problem is that like that atmosphere would be absolutely unlivable for like several like I think 100 years, something like that. So like technically
So we
you
should do it now.
um but yeah. So I think there's other ways to do it. I've seen theory on it, but again, that is way above my brain. I like to think I'm very smart, but some of that stuff conceptually goes woo. In 3035 will be humans on Mars. I mean, that's 1,000 years.
Believe it. I can see it.
That's
If we don't
possible.
destroy this planet first,
Well, yeah, 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 yeah.
or destroy
2035.
ourselves.
2035. I could see it.
I mean, science makes big leaps real quick sometimes.
They
So
do. I'm optimistic to like I'd like to believe it, but I'm also hi yeah I
we'll
have
discover a mass relay, and then we'll discover a bunch of technology, or
and then
we'll
we're gonna
discover
meet
a
someone
Stargate.
named then we'll meet someone named Commander Shepard and no.
Yep.
It's possible. I do think it's possible. I have some personal philosophical things that yeah, so I think it's very possible though. One second. Yes. Okay. You work in machine learning now, data science. Yeah, okay. If that's what you're working in, then listen, you have the brain for it. So I I know it's possible, but some of the stuff for that is just beyond my scope of knowledge. I certainly is evolving fast as AI is definitely evolving fast as a system, and will certainly help us get to space probably. AGI is Skynet, so no thank you. I'm all for large learning models. AGI, no thank you. um, but I think we're up with our life updates for the week. So I don't.
I think so.
Yeah, I'm scraping it. We've been whoa. Um, quickly, nostalgic memory. I want to hear your well. I want to hear your nostalgic memory of the week.
So I had my cousin's my cousin, my aunt wanted to see my new place, so we were touring it, and um, my cousins are younger, old enough, but um, old enough to drink, but younger than us. Um, and they're like they're nerdy enough. They're into Pokemon and stuff. So we were down in my basement. I was showing them all because everything's pseudo packed, unpacked, not packed, still packed, strewn about. Um, and I had some of my old Pokemon cards, so I was showing them some of those, and they were like, and these are like old, old back when. I mean, I've got a first edition Jungle Pikachu. I've got the Ancient Mew card from the movie from way back when, and they were just like, "Oh
Same here.
my goodness, that's amazing!" And I was like, "Yeah, you get a lot of cool stuff when you're older and stuff came out."
Yep.
So yeah, just all the old stuff. I think they found my pile of old copies of, because I think I've got on one of my chairs out in the living room like gold and silver and some of the old Pokemon games.
Nice.
So yeah, just kind of reliving some of those memories of collecting Pokemon cards and being that age and all the all the cool stuff I apparently own.
All the retro stuff you own.
Yeah, all the all. Yep.
Yep. No, at the very least, I have the important card from back when we were collecting Pokemon cards. I still have my holofoil Charizard. That thing is safe.
Yeah.
Um,
I've got.
but yeah, I
I've got.
remember having that Mew from the movie and
Mhm.
all of that stuff.
Yeah, I've got a first edition Jungle Pikachu. That's probably worth some money. But yeah, all the because yeah, that was the primary like because I remember when those started coming out. Like
I remember the
I
first
had
time
the
people were fighting over Pokemon cards.
I had the Machamp starter deck. I mean, that was thinking about that makes me feel old.
Francesca. So Francesco's got a kind of a nostalgic memory for us. He remembers when he was playing on his dad's 460 DOS computer, sitting and totally amazed by the computer, pure love for IT. That would do it.
That would do it.
That would do it. That's like, I don't. It is not as much in my wheelhouse, but the entire reason why I like taking things apart and that kind of stuff is because I remember my dad doing fixing computers and that kind of stuff when I was just 4 years old. So, like, yep, that's a cool nostalgic memory. And then, yeah, built and learning or programming and you're building programming in Python and building in CLI. Okay, so that's a command prompt. That makes sense. That's cool. That's very cool, sir. Um, yeah, my nostalgic memory is basic. Like, yeah, it's just like it really didn't happen for me this year, but I saw it like on Facebook. Right, the meme was like, 30-year-olds will be sitting at the kids' table this year. And like I was like, I remember those days of going to like my grandma's house for Thanksgiving, and there would be the regular living room table or the dining room table, right? And then you would have one card table close by, and then in a separate living room, we had a set. There was a separate long card table that like all the family would be sitting at split, and then like the kid room would be like there would be like two kind of kid tables. All the young kids would be sitting at the table in the living room because the TV would have like cartoons on. Or when I was a kid, we'd be sitting at that table because I brought like my N64 or my GameCube. And there would be things like Super Smash Brothers or Mario Kart or choose your multiplayer game, you know. So that was my nostalgic memory of the week. Just ah,
Yeah. Good old days of Thanksgiving.
well,
Big family gathering.
as always, the days when life was just so much simpler.
Right? It's true.
Um and hot take. Before I get into my hot take, because I got one. I want to know if you have a hot take.
I don't have a hot take.
Damn. Okay, cool. So I got to hop straight into this one. All right.
Yeah, you do.
You have to give me a second. All right. I'm ready. I'm ready. I'm ready. Also, you know what's been really nightmare fuel? Actually, I have two hot takes. I remembered my other original hot take. You know what's nightmare fuel?
What?
The clip I've been seeing on social media of the guy of like the actor, because they've got like a SpongeBob show on Broadway. They did a clip of good. Apparently they did some performance at Good Morning America during the Thanksgiving Day parade, and it's just nightmare fuel. This guy like trying to dance like he's SpongeBob and singing like he's SpongeBob. No. Leave it as an animation, por favor. Just did that for you, my guy. It's like, the few Spanish words I know. Sorry. Those are very Masonic, obscure people. Yeah. So I'll go with the first hot take. The first is the Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade is an absolute waste of time. It's just stupid and boring, and I don't understand it. I've never gotten into it. Everyone's like, oh, I watched the parade. Why? It's stupid. There's no redeeming value to it. It's just, this is brought to you by this, and this is brought to you by that. It's sponsors and advertisement for like 2 hours. Every once in a while you get something cool like Rick Astley coming out and singing Never Gonna Give You Up, but like 99 times out of 100 it's
we didn't even
earmuffs.
Watch it this year.
It's bullshit.
Didn't even watch it this year.
Then my other hot take, and this is the real hot take, folks. This is the hot take that might get me in trouble. Depending. Never know. Teachers in America, I don't know, maybe teachers in general. I'll just say teachers in America because that is my knowledge. They are indeed underpaid for the amount of work they put in. Because I can attest from personal experience, they will go in, put in a full day of work, putting up with kids' bullcrap. Then they will come home, and they will have more work to get done. And they will work for several hours most nights. So I will say that teachers are underpaid for the work that they put in. All right? I'm saying that because it's the facts of the matter from everything that I have seen and experienced. But they get paid time off. Now, actually, I should add this caveat because I have noticed from the internets that teaching jobs do vary. Not every teaching job offers the same things. Some are more difficult. Okay. However, by and large, because of policies to protect workers in the United States, they do have paid time off. And not only do they have paid time off, they get built in holiday breaks, which means when it's the Thanksgiving break for your kid, they're not teaching. They might have now, during these holiday breaks, winter, fall, summer, etc., they may indeed have things like continuing education. However, continuing education is commonplace in nearly every workplace that's worth a damn. Even in retail jobs, you have a limited level of continuing education. And frankly, for the people that work at retail level that have higher aspirations, they offer you lots of opportunities for education and continuing education, etc. But don't, and I don't say this out of any personal thing that's triggered this. This is just something I've been thinking about because what other jobs out there in this working world do you get paid time off plus holiday breaks plus most of the time the continuing education is paid for by the district? So I just have this honest question. Frank, it's not even a question. It's just, come on. Like, you work hard, you're underpaid. I won't argue against that, but don't. I really have a really difficult time with people, with teachers pushing this narrative that their job is so difficult. You have my sympathy as regards to kids, because kids can be shitheads. But I'm just going to say this. Teachers get more breaks from kids now than they got when I was a kid. My kid gets more days off of school. Like if my kid, we've said this before, if I got the amount of days off of school that my son does now, I would have been a much better student. Because I actually would have had times for my brain to transition things, and I would have had time to just relax and not like be stressed out about like, oh, I don't know, the fact that I'm just mentally overloaded right now and I want to take a day off. So I'm just going to say, oh, by the way, I'm sick. And I'm not actually sick. Sorry. But so like I'm grateful for teachers. I don't say this as a way to demean teachers, but hey yo, your jobs aren't nearly as difficult. Like your jobs are hard, but sometimes it isn't as much of slavery as you guys want to push it to be. Because I don't get paid time off, and nor do I get holiday breaks. When other stuff is going on, I'm just, well, because I don't have to. Yep, I'm just leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm gonna leave it at that.
I think they could be paid a little bit more because
Absolutely.
some of the ones I've heard, and as
Again, I reiterate while you're pausing. I reiterate, teachers are underpaid for the amount of work that they do and the
yeah,
crap they do have to deal with. It's not saying that
and
they aren't. Yeah,
yeah, I agree. They do get a lot of breaks. Um, I don't think summers are paid though. I think that's one of the big things.
depends. That is one of the
That is
things that does depend on where you work.
that's fair.
Um,
And a lot of and I suppose you get this more in the lower grades where there's more crafting, but a lot of that is stuff that they provide, and I get that as someone who has to provide most of his own tools to do his job. Like, yes, you're paying me, but I have to buy all these things to be able to do the things to get paid, and eventually it evens out. Um, it's like I'm not buying as many tools as I used to because I have most of the tools that I need.
yep.
But yeah, I think yeah, I agree in general, and I agree in the aspect of because and it goes with like the complaints that you hear from like law enforcement, like, oh, our job is so dangerous. And yeah, teachers like, oh, kids are so hard to deal with. You knew that going in. You could have picked something else. So if it's that much of a deal breaker,
Yeah. Now I will
should have
say,
thought about it.
yeah, I will say, Candy Brie. I will say, as someone who knows a lot of teachers, they get summers off but don't technically get paid for that time. They can choose to get all their pay during the school year, or get paid less during the school year and the same amount over the break. Yeah, again, and you are correct. You are correct that it is very, and I will say, based off my limited personal experience as well as anecdotal experience from what I see through various friends that I went to school with and that kind of stuff who are also teachers. That is 1,000% true. Some students, some schools slash school districts, they will not pay over the break, or they'll allow them to split it up and get less. In some districts, and I will say it's the more affluent districts. Um, they will offer their teachers pay throughout the school throughout the year, like so they are getting paid even during the summer. And again, that and I think in utter defense of where you're saying, Candy, is like yeah, like I do also know if I anecdotally know of teachers that work in lower income areas that they don't get paid summers off, and they are working during the summers and during breaks to sometimes to make ends meet, sometimes it's to make sure that they can afford supplies for that kind of stuff, because again, teachers are underpaid for the amount of work and bullshit they deal with. And they also, frankly, in my opinion, and I am sometimes a traditional conservative, I am way liberal on this one in that, like, we should be supporting the schools more and, like, giving them funds to actually, like, in my opinion, actually prepare kids for being in the real world. Not that that's actually happening, but as
Yeah, I
much as
think
it
yeah,
should.
I agree. Like, yeah, they're underpaid. It's not as it's the victim part that I don't agree with because
That
yeah, they're
victim
not
mentality bothers the
they
poop out of
they
me.
knew what they were getting into. That being said, they should be paid because I mean, even um, to kind of compare apples to oranges, like I'm working on a car. If I find out I'm not going to be paid for the job that I'm doing, the quality is going to drop through the floor.
Yep.
So people who are taking care of our children and teaching our children should probably be paid a reasonable amount, or
Yep.
I mean, I live and swear by you get what you pay for. Like one of my sayings is when people are trying to rush me is you have two options. You can either get it done right or you can get it done now. Or you can get it done free. You get what you pay for.
Yep.
If you're not gonna pay me anything, I'm gonna cut all of the corners. And so that's a human mentality. So, we should probably pay our teachers better because no, the job's not as hard as they make it out to be, but they're not paid. I agree, they're not paid
Yeah.
enough. So, because yeah, I've heard numbers and I don't know how true those numbers are, and they seem low to me. And I mean, it's
The only numbers I know are based off an affluent school district. So I don't feel that's a fair. And Frank, this is going to be in Candy's defense and in my detriment. I don't know what the other word would be, but like, yeah, the most experience I have is with someone who has worked in two affluent school districts. But anecdotally, I also know of other teachers that work in less affluent districts and other teachers that, yeah, I am friends with some of my former teachers on Facebook, and sometimes the things that they post bother me, and sometimes the things that they don't. Like there, I follow my band teacher, and like well, and he graduated. He retired like a couple of years ago, and like him and his wife are kind of living their best semi bougie life. And like, who am I to be mad at? The man taught high school band for like 35, 40 years. Like, enjoy it. You know what I mean? So like, I'm all for it. But yeah, I just sometimes, yeah, it's that victim mindset that really does bother me, because there are times that I see it on Facebook or I hear it when it's just like, oh, woe is me, this is so hard, and I kind of go, hi, I don't get any days off. Like, like, y'all get to go on your vacations and go do this, but I don't get that, because if I don't work, guess what? I don't get paid.
Say I don't get summers off, and depending on the task at hand, if I don't do my job right, people get hurt.
It's true.
So,
And then they can kind of hold you liable if I'm not mistaken, and that goes extra deep.
which I mean, the worst a teacher could do is not teach something, and then
Yeah.
I guess technically, well, that's on the school district itself, is making sure the kids are actually where they're supposed to be. But, and yeah, you're supposed to teach the kids, and that's, I mean, and I have the same mentality about what I'm doing. Like, some days it sucks, but I knew what I was getting into,
Yep.
and yes, I'll complain about it to, you know, a few people. I'll vent, get it off my chest, but I'm not going to go out on Facebook and, you know, play the victim and be like, oh, you should really, you know, give me all this grace and maybe throw money at me, like, woe is me, like, help me out, I'm falling, like, it's, yeah.
Yep.
Granted, dealing with people, I also don't deal with people, so for a
Let's
reason.
say,
So, you know, more power to teachers for dealing with
let's say,
one,
no matter what,
humans, two, young humans, especially like high school teachers, like teenagers are awful.
no matter what stage they're teaching, there's no real good stage. Like, even at like the preschool day, like, stage, like, well, you're not just a babysitter. You're actually like physically responsible for the lives of all these little mini human beings.
Yeah.
And not only that, like, yeah, like, yeah, like, and then, yeah, once you get into the hormonal ages, that it just gets amplified.
So much worse.
So, again, we'll reiterate, it's not that we teachers are underpaid. Pay teachers better, support them. But can we quit? But maybe the better way to word is, can we quit the victim mindset, please? Please.
Yes. I agree.
And we're running. We are like running late. So like, we'll. Metroid Prime 4 releases Thursday. What are your thoughts?
I mean, I would like to play it.
You should come over on Thursday.
I probably should. 'Cause I can't really afford it right now.
I've already bought it, so.
Because yeah, I'm holding. I mean, I haven't really seen a whole lot. Probably not much more than anybody else. So I'm holding reservations.
The pictures they've
I
been
mean,
releasing this past week have me re-excited for this game.
because the thing is like the first Metroid Prime, because we grew up in the Metroidvania era, where you had, you know, side view, side scroller, platformer, like, so the first Metroid Prime was a huge change from
Yep.
original Metroid. And then even into the third one, like, they were pushing the envelope, because that's just what Nintendo does. And that's one of the things I've liked about some of the things that they've done. There are things that Nintendo does that I don't agree with, but like, that is the whole pushing the envelope with. So even some of the things that people are worried about with this that that we're worried about with it. I'm not as worried. Because like Tears of the most recent Zelda games have been pretty solid. I haven't played Legends AZ, so I don't know. I mean, Pokemon Legends Arceus was fantastic. Haven't played the new one. So, and that's a change from the original format. Um, I'm optimistic. I will play it at some point, one way or the other,
Nice.
regardless of what people say.
Yeah.
Because I'm optimistic. It's supposed to be different.
Yeah, I'm
So,
super optimistic, and actually, like Nintendo, they had a story released this week, and they're talking about how this one's going to be a complete separate story. You don't have to play 1, 2, or 3. Like, there's a reason why they call it. I think they're calling it Metroid Prime 4 for the sake of brand recognition, right? Because it's Metroid,
yeah,
it's in the it's after the Metroid Prime series, but I think the Beyond is kind of how they're I think Beyond's kind of the real title. I think if Nintendo is honest, part of them wanted to just name it Metroid Beyond, but I'm not sure it would have
yeah,
had the 3D brand recognition that they wanted.
right.
But I could be wrong too. That's just my suspicion based off yeah.
I mean, there is some connection to the Prime franchise because technically Prime Hunters is canon,
Yes, and Silex is your main
and
in
it
theory the main
happens.
antagonist.
Yeah, and I forget when Prime Hunters happens. I want to say it's
Between
between
2 and
one
3.
and two. Is it 2 and 3?
Yeah.
So,
Because remember the secret ending of 3 you see Silex's ship following.
oh yeah. hmm So yeah.
So I'm very excited. I'm actually super excited, and I will try this on Thursday to try the mouse controls on this because this is one of the games that supports the Switch 2 mouse controls, so you can hold it like a normal controller, right? But then you can also like just have one hand like this and have your right hand like face it down and use the tracker.
Oh,
Yeah, so I
interesting.
will be trying out the mouse controls on Thursday for sure. And if you come and join the stream and hang out, you also may do that.
Noted.
Yeah. Yeah, I was gonna say stream afterthoughts from a man of the adventurer, but we're not gonna worry about that. So
I mean, we covered it fairly well.
on the night
Go
of
watch the
and
VOD.
earlier, yeah, go watch the VOD. It was fun. It was 11 hours long, so put it on about 2 hours before you go to bed, and then you can wake up to us wrapping it all up for you.
Yeah.
And we'd really appreciate the watch time. So yeah,
Yeah.
because watch time does help push us in the algorithms, both on Twitch, on Facebook, and on YouTube. So yes. So thank you.
Is
I should
true.
note this by saying thank you, Candy, for leaving us on. Your watch time helps us. Thank you much. Um.
Yeah, lurkers are always appreciated.
Oh yeah. And speaking of things that we appreciate, music. And thinking of music, in the words of the modern philosophers, Semisonic, it's closing time. See the transition I did there? I'm a little proud of myself.
You
You
did come
don't
up with that one.
you don't
It was
have to
very
go home, but you can't stay here. By the way, I know who I want to take me home. How you doing, Anthony?
good. uh,
Um, speaking of things you want to take home, do you got any plugs?
um, me, myself, and I, um, getting back into the streaming. Um, I'm hoping soon to revamp the whole Twitch channel, but good art takes time, so we're
yes,
still waiting.
yes, it does.
Um, but Yeah.
So as of right now, are you still doing Wednesday nights, or are you gonna be switching more over
Uh,
to Tuesday nights officially?
I will probably switch to Tuesday nights
Okay.
officially.
All right. So it
I
may
might
say
do a little
Wednesday
of
night.
both, but and I might do a little bit more. Like last night, I streamed because I hadn't streamed in a while and I wasn't doing anything else.
Absolutely.
So, but yeah, probably the official time will probably switch to Tuesday.
Nice. Well, just imagine instead of saying Wednesday night instead of below.
I believe in you.
Imagine instead of it saying Wed Night below Sir Splashly's face here, imagine it says Tonight from 7. I watch as often as I can, and when I miss, I make sure to go back and watch the VOD. Aw, Candy. We appreciate
We
you.
got a 5 stream streak going.
Nice. I might need to hop onto your onto your stream from last night just to keep the streak. Oh, well, we appreciate you watching so much, and we thank you. Just thank you. I could say thank you for hours upon end, and I'm sure Anthony Splashley. I don't. I'm sure my guy Anthony could tell you at the same time. Plugs. Yeah, on Thursday night we've been plugging it for like the past 5 minutes anyway. Thursday night it's going to be a Metroid Prime 4 Beyond stream. Hopefully my guy Anthony here can join me. Whether he does or not, it's going to be happening though. So, and honest to God, I think now, I do have my kid this weekend, so that does make it difficult. But I think I might try to see if I can get someone to work for me Friday morning. And if that happens, I'll let you go home whenever you need to go home. But I might be trying to play Metroid Prime 4 from beginning to end all in one stream on Thursday. We'll see. I make no promises, but make sure you're following me on Twitch. And, if you want to subscribe to me on Twitch, I don't mind that. It was really weird to seeing my revenue on Twitch go from like cents to whole dollars.
I'll get there someday.
I still get the sad email every month from Amazon that goes, and it's that time of the month where you get your monthly pay from Amazon. Unfortunately, you haven't earned enough this month to get anything from Amazon. Why did you send me the email then? You get my hopes up every time. Yeah, so for plugs, yeah, on Thursday night, Metroid Prime 4 stream, maybe all night, we don't know. Chat shout-outs, we've shouted her out, not nearly enough. Candy Bree, thank you again for hanging out with us in the chat. Francesco T, thank you for hanging out with us on Twitch. And to my ex-brother-in-law, Aaron, thanks for hanging out with us on chat on Facebook. And to Julia, thanks for the like on Facebook as well. Appreciate it. And you guys are all awesome. We appreciate all of you so very much. Thank you for helping me make me feel like the $20 I'm paying for Restream Pro is worth it. And if that's me, the next time's you, sir.
Future topics. If you want to hear us talk about anything, want our opinions on stuff, let us know. Yeah.
Maybe if you have other opinions.
Chat, in the comments. Yeah, if you want to agree or disagree, tell us that we're dumb.
Yeah.
Or tell us that we're smart. That's okay too.
Or in the case of Candy, like she gave us her perspective on the teacher's stuff, and it was a good perspective. So,
yeah.
If you want to do something like that, we love the comments as well. It's
comment, chat, join,
and while they're joining, you know what else they can do?
What else can they
do? 1 second.
Take drink.
They can like this video. You can like it on Facebook. You can like it on YouTube. I don't really think you can like it on Twitch, but that's okay. But you can also do, 'cause I'm Mr. Subscribe. You can subscribe on...
Got like 25% of that because it clipped out.
'Cause I'm Mr. Subscribe. Anyway, I'm not...
I can't wait till you run out of ideas.
I will never run out of ideas, sir. Do you know how many songs I can parody with subscribe?
That's fair. Touche.
Oh, yes. Oh, yes. Right.
So with that,
we're going to go do what we do.
you go do you.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye!